And what do you think of fame?
I try to pretend it does not exist.
Yet I have seen stories about you and your partner and your house and everything else. I know a lot about your life.
Yeah.
Because you are of great curiosity to people, because you are there and you do it well and you have an audience.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm very flattered by people's personal attention, people's personal interest in me. You know, I saw Rachel Maddow at a restaurant. Like, that's very nice that you thought that was worth tweeting. It's very flattering to me, and I don't really want to be the story.
So what's the biggest misconception about you?
Oh, I don't even know what conceptions are about me.
Here, let me read this.
Yeah.
This is from The Observer, February 9th, 2009, so this year, not too long ago. In the same way that Ann Coulter emerged as a public face of the Bush era, Maddow swiftly emerged as the go-to media figure, the most picked-over election in American history. Suddenly, on the net, everyone was talking about their new girl crush. So you're a crushee.
Yeah.
Here was someone in television with whom they connected, who in the cozy familiarity that comes from being on screen 5 nights a week, they imagined they could be friends with. They liked the fact that she could mix a mean cocktail, never shops for clothes, and is more interested in her pickup truck than lunchtime Botox injections. My husband is in love with Rachel. I am in love with Rachel. My 8-year-old son is in love with Rachel. Gust, one girl fan. Gay, straight, parents, teenagers, rabbis, Republicans, everyone, it seems, was smitten. There you go.
That rabbis as a group have a thing for me. I love that. That'll make my family very happy.
So, I mean, MSNBC now being sort of viewed in some quarters as the anti-Fox.
I don't know exactly how I fit into the overall media universe, but that kind of...
Sure you do.
Well, no, I don't. I don't actually know how I fit in very well in relation to other people on TV.
Yeah.
For example, I don't actually even know who's on the other networks that I'm opposite in my hour. Why would I? I'm on TV, then I'm busy when they're on. I don't pay that much attention to that part of the industry.
Do you watch yourself?
No.
Clinically or...
I will occasionally watch myself to remind myself of stuff that I have done or to critique it if it seems that there's been some sort of problem, but I otherwise don't.
Okay. 2 questions. Was the sexuality issue ever an issue?
I wish that I had figured it out earlier than I did.
How did you figure it out?
I just sort of arrived at it through rational deduction. Yes. I literally woke up one day and was
like this more than this? Or?
Well, it was like, oh, that's what's been going on. It was more like, it was just sort of a...
And was it easy?
No, and coming out both to oneself and to one's family and friends and everything, I think, is a different degree of traumatic for everybody who goes through it. It wasn't easy, but I figured it out when I was about 17, and I wish I had figured it out earlier. But I think it was, I am glad, I'm happy for the decision to have this come out publicly very soon after I figured it out myself. So my time as a closeted person, which I think is a pretty awful place to be, was a very, very short period of time in my life, and for that I'm grateful.
And that is the advice you give to every gay person.
I think everybody has different circumstances.
Or do you say everybody find your own way?
Find your own way, but it is better to be out than to be closeted. And I can say that in terms of quality of life and in terms of what's ethically right for your community. It is better for other gay people if you're out. The more people that come out, the better. And so that's the only thing that I encourage anybody to do. And I certainly lived that.
Thank you for coming.
It's been such a pleasure. Thank you for having me, and thank you for doing this great, great, great show. I am such a fan of your work, and I think this show is just an asset to the dialogue of the country. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Back in a moment. Stay with us.